You are watching Access LaPorte County, Channel 97. Coming up next is the March 9th meeting of the Michigan City Sustainability Commission. You can find more information for this meeting at www.accesslaportecounty.org.
I'd like to call the Michigan City Sustainability Commission meeting to order at 4:36 on March 9th, 2023. Daisy, could you do the roll call, please?
Sure. Tim Bauer. Absent. Tristan Bogart.
Here.
Bailey Chavis. Brian Dabney. Annie Jane Davis.
Here.
Laura Henderson. Karen Tulsi. Daisy Lee. Here. Nancy Moldenhauer. Faye Moore. Present. Mary Kate Neary. Angela Reynolds. Here. Latanya Troutman. Here. Tim Bauer.
Here. Wait.
We have quorum.
Excellent, thank you. And then we have the minutes, and thank you for taking care of that, Daisy. And then, we have the minutes from last month, sorry about that, and then the agenda's right down there. Would someone like to motion for the approval of the February 9th, 2023 minutes?
I make a motion to approve February.
Thank you, Latanya, do we have a second?
A second.
Thank you for the second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Are there any nays?
Any nays? Thank you for the reminder.
Thank you.
All right, motion approves, or minutes approved unanimously. All right. On project teams, solar power options for city government. Tristan?
Oh,
No updates, okay. None for the city government, but you did notice a solar charger somewhere, right?
indeed, yeah, at the Michigan City AMC Theater.
Excellent, that's
Where?
wonderful.
At the Michigan City AMC Theater, the movie theater.
Oh, the movie theater.
Yeah, there's two of them.
2 chargers?
Yeah, there's 2 plugins on each.
I know it's a little off topic, but still, we've got to encourage that solar, right?
First,
And electric chargers and all of it. And I thought that some of them are now being hooked up to solar arrays. The chargers themselves are being hooked up to solar as well. Maybe not ours, but I've heard that that's a capability in the future.
yeah.
Crematoria Bailey is not here, but there'll be a letter of thanks for the cancer tree offering. I'm sure she'd like to update us on that next time. Waste reduction and garbology. Daisy or Tim, do you have updates?
So in regards to the composting in the schools, partnering with hog farmers to take the compost,
Yes.
we're having a very hard time finding hog farmers interested.
Really?
Yeah. We called probably 4 or 5 of them, and they're just like, nope, not interested, thanks. All right.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going back and asking people in the community, see if they know any other hog farmers that we can contact, and hopefully we'll get some success there.
Okay, well, excellent. I'm glad you're reaching out, and so we'll reach out to the community and see if anybody knows a hog farmer or two. And it's, was it for all of the school system?
We're gonna do the pilot project just at Barker Middle School, and then at Marquette High School with Mary Kate.
Excellent. Well, that'll be a great program, so wonderful. Tim, do you have any updates on anything on that? Okay, excellent. Great. And then I forgot, and moving along too quickly, we'd like to push up Solar United Neighbors because we have a guest today. We have Dan from Solar United Neighbors that can give
I'm
us.
sorry, as of yesterday, what happened?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, I thought you said yesterday something happened. With the Solar United.
No.
She said.
I'm sorry, I'm speaking quickly. Dan is here. I'm going to move it up on the agenda.
Oh,
From I. So we'll just scoot up. Solar United is on the back. So Dan from Solar United Neighbors is here. And we met today, and he can give us you know, a little bit more of a direct update. And he's also been talking with Nikki, so they can take you from there. Dan.
Thanks, Drew. I'm Dan Robinson. I'm the Indiana Program Associate for Solar United Neighbors. I've been with this group before, so good to see many of you again. Thanks for asking me to come and the time you asked me to be here. I happen to be in town today. The update with Solar United Neighbors, first off, is, as I always want to emphasize, thank you so much for the support of the commission in the past with the work that we've done here. We really couldn't be doing the work in Michigan City that we've done with our solar co-ops in the past without your support, so just want to how grateful we are for that. So our solar co-ops, which for those that are unfamiliar with them, are sort of group by opportunities that people can join for free when we're running a solar co-op in the area. They can join for free, they get a free estimate and design on a system from the installer that has been selected by co-op members to service the co-op, and there's no obligation to purchase anything. Last time we were here, and I was working with the co-op, Faye was nice enough to host a press conference, turned into an open house kind of, for people to see your system, which is kind of cool. Right now, we, for those of you that aren't familiar with the changes in net metering, the compensation that solar owners receive for excess generation for new solar owners has changed in Indiana. It's gone down greatly as of July 1. So it's a little more challenging if you live in one of the areas that's serviced by one of the large utilities like NIPSCO. The excess generation that you send out to the grid used to be credited to your account at net retail rate, but now it's much less. And so it's a little harder for people to go solar now, and so we're sort of exploring new territory to how we do the co-op. So right now we have two co-ops in central Indiana, Indianapolis and the northern suburbs, and then I'm going to be doing a new area for us in Lafayette. We've been talking about this for a couple of years now, Tippecanoe and Montgomery counties, which is where Crawfordsville is. So we're going to be doing that this summer. Right now we do not have plans specifically for co-ops beyond that, but certainly one of the areas that we would love to come back to at some point in the not too distant future, hopefully, is Northwest Indiana. And so in the meantime, what we're telling people, if you're interested in going solar, there's a couple of different ways that we can help you. We have a national wait list. You can sign up for that, and so that when we do a co-op in this area, you'll be notified that it's happening. And then the other way we can help people is individual. We have a national help desk that people can call. We've got all kinds of resources on our website, of course, but then you can call our national help desk, and our Go Solar teammates can help talk you through your project. We always encourage people to get 3 quotes. And so if you call the help desk, you can schedule a free 15-minute appointment with them, and then they can help you talk you through your quotes. So just to help you with your project, give you some advice. So we're still here. We're still helping folks in Northwest Indiana if they're interested. We have ways to do that, and then hopefully in the not too distant future we'll be doing a co-op. But that's the co-op update. Now I'm open if you have any other questions you want to know about what we're doing or what's going on with customer-owned solar in the state. I'd be happy to answer those as best I can if there's anything else you want to touch on.
Thank you. Yes.
You mentioned the help desk. How can folks get in contact with the help desk?
If you go to our website, solarunitedneighbors.org, so it's just our name, .org, and there'll be links at the top. You can click on Go Solar, and there's a drop-down box that says Go Solar on your own. You click on that, and there's all kinds of information on that page, including a place where you can schedule one of those 15-minute appointments to talk with our folks at the help desk.
Thank you.
And then there's an email you can send stuff to, I think is on there too. If you have a question, you can also email us as well from that page. Good question.
One more question. So I noticed that there has been a lot of change in policy, like the net metering, that is happening with solar. If folks are interested in fighting for better solar policies, what could they do?
Great question. We have a solar action team. This is a statewide group of solar enthusiasts and supporters. We get together once a month on Zoom online. Most months we'll do that, get together, get an update on what's happening with solar in the state, as well as give people an outlet for how they can advocate with their state legislators for better solar policy. So for example, at the last meeting we had, we produced special postcards that are Solar United Neighbors postcards. We sent that to everybody that let us know they were coming ahead of time, of course. We sent that to them, and then during the meeting, we wrote postcards to our elected representatives. And then we encouraged people to take pictures of themselves as they put it in the mail, which we got a few back, which was kind of cool. So we'll do things like that at the meeting. And then, like at the same meeting, Zach, our program director for Indiana, gave an update on what's been happening at the State House, various bills and stuff they're going through. So, like I said, most months we'll get together. We usually skip one meeting in July or middle of summer. And then like in January, we didn't get together because we had Renewable Energy Day down at the State House that people go to in person, which I think was somewhere on your minutes here for the last meeting. So yeah, Solar Action Team. If you're interested in being an advocate for solar, that's a great outlet in Indiana.
So when is the next meeting for the Solar Action Team?
That is a good question. We've already had, what's this month? Yeah, I think it's, give me a
It'll
second.
be
I'll look at-
April?
No, I think we're still got one coming up in March.
Oh,
Because the last one was, I think it was the end of February. But good question. If you give me a second, I might be able to tell you.
Well, thank you for the ideas, the question for how to get involved.
Sure. It is March 28th, Tuesday, March 28th.
and the link would be on Solar United Neighbors page?
Well, the best way to do that is to email me. You can email me, and my email address is drobinson, so DROBINSON @solarunitedneighbors.org, and then we can get you connected. Or you can, if you email Tanya, she'll be able to do the same thing.
Yes.
Then you have to give your email address so the people will know.
Sure, it's L Troutman, that's TROUTMAN @solarunitedneighbors.org. Thank you so much.
Great.
And so when we email you, we will get a link back when the meeting, so we can get on the meeting
Yes.
to advocate or learn how to advocate for
Yes, just say,
solar
I want to
panels.
be a part of the Solar Action Team, and we will get you a link and get you in there, and you will have a great time. Or you can say, I want to volunteer with Solar United Neighbors, we're always looking for volunteers as well. So, yeah, just let us know, and even if you just have questions or need some support, that help desk Dan was talking about, we can get you connected.
And if you can't find stuff on the website, just email me. I'll be happy to help you find it.
Thank you. Any more questions? Thank you, Dan
I
Robbins.
appreciate your flexibility, but I gotta get back to.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you, Dan, for coming.
Thank you.
Yeah, glad to be here. Thanks for all the work y'all doing.
All right, sorry, I'll flip back over here and see where we're going.
See you for Earth Day.
Yes. All right, continue promoting Soul Smart Silver designation with partner IU, resiliency cohort. Laura's not here. Tristan or Angie, do you have anything for this one? Okay. And Nancy's not here, but I'll go ahead and read our update. We desire this year to begin slow review of our programs. We may not have acquired points to apply for the gold designation, so we'll continue to work on those things. And Nikki was looking for signage area for the Soul Smart sign. And I know we're talking, we're gonna get possibly a poll up on Facebook maybe next week or something.
Yeah.
See, okay, excellent. So a poll up maybe on Facebook to see where people would want the sign to go. And we discussed that last month, right?
Yeah.
About, did anybody have any other ideas? Where they'd like our Soul Smart sign to greet the city? Okay. Keep sharing the link, of course, getting started with solar, and that's found on the Sustainability Commission city government website, and that's www.emichigancity.com/1214/sustainability-commission. But if you just go to emichigancity.com, all the links are there. Correct you.
No, you do
remind
have
me
to
of-
put, you do have to put in sustainability.
You do have to type that in, okay. Then don't forget the /1214/sustainability-commission. Anything else? And now, Carbon Neutral Indiana. the book's available. I've got a copy, and I know a few of us on the commission got one. Do we have any updates on the book or anything? Okay. Daisy, you're on here too. So we did consider having a book club discussion in May at the library. So we're looking into that. And for Earth Month Extravaganza, Daniel Pointer is going to supply us with at least some information to hand out. So we can probably put that at our table, which I'll get to when we get to that section. So, great. I think that's it for carbon neutral, unless someone has anything else. All right. On to F, U.S. Department of Energy's National Renewable Energy Laboratory with Ed Shin, Tristan Bogert, Bailey Chavez, Laura Henderson, and Nancy Molnauer. A 7th meeting needs to be scheduled for that. I think we've gone over most of these. Request a summary of various options considered from November, and continue to pursue solar array powered vehicle electric charging stations in the planned newly reconfigured rectangular parking lot directly across from the zoo. So meetings still going for that. The zoo will pursue possibility of installing solar panels on the south-facing side of the buildings, while it will be determined if any power from solar panel array parking lot installation would potentially be shared with the zoo or other structures in Washington Park. We are receiving free consulting, which is awesome. Engineering planning services for solar array installation, vehicle charging stations, electric vehicle charging stations, and electronic device chargers for workstations at Washington Park Beach and Zoo. When completed, we will have choices to create a plan to submit for an extremely promising future with potential green energy funds provided by the federal government. And Scott Belding of NREL replied that he would pull together a report of all options proposed so far for consideration. So moving along for solar in Washington Park and at the zoo, that's exciting. Tristan, did you have anything on that? Okay. Northwest Indiana Resiliency Action Planning, we don't have an update on that. We did miss the meeting. I need to watch it. I think Nancy and Laura, I can't speak for them. They're not here today. So on to Soul Power. Faye, before I read all this, do you have?
No, we don't have anything new to add to
Okay.
that. Except, well, I guess we do in a way. We do have guys that have gotten jobs.
Oh, great.
We have two that we know of that have come, let us know that they have gotten jobs because they had the OSHA certification and because they had the beginning, training as well as their previous training.
Great.
So we're still, searching for more people to help us so they can go further into training. And so it's going very well.
Wonderful. That's good. That's pretty much, I'll go ahead and read. Is it Danita Scully and Faye Moore, NABCEP, certification results from November 6-week solar PV associate training are 7 of 9 passed, the NABCEP. It may take a while for the 2 failed by a couple points to get rescheduled, but that'd be excellent for them to be rescheduled to retake the exam. Job training and certification program for solar panel installation in partnership with NAACP, LaPorte County, IBEW-531, Ivy Tech Valparaiso, Work One, Just Transition, Northwest Indiana, and Michigan City Sustainability Commission. Interested individuals can sign up here for future offerings, and that is www.nabcep.org. LaPorte County, NAACP 3061.org/soul power, that's SOUL dash POWER dash project. Danita and Nancy are to meet and get caught up to solidify all the partnerships and touch base on everything. We did Solar United Neighbors
We had that report.
and on to Coffee Being Green, so that's me. And I did meet with Dan and we did discuss also Earth Month Extravaganza. They'll have a table. There's around 20 organizations with people or items confirmed so far. If you have any ideas, send them my way. I'll see if I've asked already, or if we've asked and haven't had a response, maybe we can ask again. You know, the squeaky wheel gets the oil. So, I'm excited that Dan's going to have a table there, and I'll get an event on Facebook posted soon with all the confirmations. We'll have a Sustainability Commission table for sure, and Daisy and the students will be there. And did you want to discuss the idea or have it be a surprise, what you might have at our table? So.
I could, sure. So this was Andy's idea, actually. In my classes last week, I went to Lake Michigan and I got some swash balls, which are essentially grass and sticks and rocks and sometimes little bugs and some shells and lots of plastic and garbage that has been thrown into Lake Michigan. It's all kind of bundled up. And so my students all dissected them. We found a whole bunch of garbage. Some classes aren't done yet, but I'm collecting all of the garbage from all of the swash balls, and so I can bring that next time, actually, so you can see how much we collected. But my students were getting very, very frustrated with how much garbage they had to pick out of it, because they were separating all the natural things and all the garbage. They were getting very frustrated, and I was like, yes, this is part of the point of this assignment. And we even found maybe a diamond. I don't know if it's real or not, but we'll find out when I take it to a jeweler.
That's amazing.
So I'll have some swash balls at the Earth Day Extravaganza for people to dissect and take a look at.
So with you having 20 organizations that have already responded, do you still have room for more at that facility? Because it's not that big.
Well, I'm sure we had 25 represented last
At the
year in the
library.
library. That is also just items. For instance, right now, Carbon Neutral Indiana is just supplying items. So that wouldn't be an additional table for them. It would just be some pamphlets that we could put at our table. One organization might do a live show, so they would have a table there in the corner. One organization is a possibility that would be outside, because they're only doing things outside.
Depends on the weather.
So, and that depends on the weather too. So, I'm assuming that we'll have enough space because we do more than we did at the library.
Okay.
And we have so far less than we did last year, but that is, thank you for keeping me on that.
And you said people can contact you. How can they contact you?
They can contact me on Facebook. The Facebook, this is
How do you spell your name?
my name's Andie. Last name is Jahnz Davis, Davis.
So I type that in on Facebook.
And I would pop up. Or if you go to the Sustainability Facebook page,
Okay.
and message it, you could send a private message to that page. And Nancy and I monitor that, so it would get to one of us.
And the event is again April.
April 29th, from 12 to 4 Central Time. We don't have anything scheduled yet for time slots, but we are trying to. Last year we had one thing at a time slot. So we're just still working on it.
And where is it at?
Krieger Memorial Park. And I'll get the address. That's on Liberty
Liberty Trail.
And the information, again, it'll be posted on Facebook soon. We will get a flyer, and I'll inquire if we can have events. I'm not sure, this is just going out there, on our city page, on the sustainability link, perhaps? I don't know if we could have that added or not, I'll have to look into that. And I plan on contacting the newspaper, the Beecher, the Herald Dispatch.
As we get
the
closer
Beecher.
to the date.
Yes, and also there'll be, Nancy or I plan to either speak or let city council know what's going on, and they'll also help promote. So, and if I've missed anything, please let me know. Thank you for all of your questions. I appreciate it. I think that's it. Caught you being green though. I've talked to a couple of people about a couple of posts for fun, but mostly for the next month or so, I'll be concentrating on our event to get that all set and going. I think it'll be a lot of fun, and I hope the weather's nice. It'll be beautiful. Krieger Memorial Park's a beautiful place. You know, I mean, people take their dogs there. And it's another, the library wasn't amazing, it was, and we want to thank the public library for the use and everything. There's just a little more space here, and also the possibility of using the outdoors if the weather is good. So I think that's about it for that. Any other questions or comments? Okay. Now we do have a vote. I think it went out an email, but we'll just go ahead and do the vote again because I might be confused and this will just be extra. The vote would be to sign on to the Earth Justice letter that was all emailed, which requests that the Environmental Protection Agency, the EPA, expand coal combustion residuals, CCR, regulations to coal ash legacy sites, which would require the newer cleanup standards be applied to the NIPSCO coal burning power plant in Michigan City and other older plants countrywide. So, is there discussion? That's the first thing, right? Discussion. Okay. Would someone like to motion that we sign on in support of the Earth Justice letter for requesting the EPA to regulate legacy sites, which would include our NIPSCO coal burning site?
So moved. I
Thank
make
you.
that motion.
Thank you for the motion. Do we have a second?
Go ahead, Tim.
Tim?
Oh, so
All right, Tim, thank you for the second. All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? Okay, thank you.
That was in favor.
That was in favor, okay.
I was looking at right
Slow
hand.
getting that right hand up, okay. So it passed unanimously, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Then we go on to commissioner comments?
Question.
Yes.
I know, so I thought I heard you say with the coffee being green, you're not necessarily doing that, just,
I hadn't planned an article for the Facebook page, but if you have one,
I do.
yes,
St. Patty's Day is coming. And
yes,
so maybe we're not necessarily looking, but we would like for folks to share,
yes.
you know, how they're being green, because St. Patty's is where you wear green, so it's all about being green. So get on our Facebook page, show us what you're doing to be green here in the city, share with us, and have a happy St. Patty's Day.
Thank you, that's perfect.
That's a great idea.
That was a huge missed opportunity on my part.
No,
Thank you so much, that's why I'm like, no, I'm not doing the New York green right now. It's all this,
Yes.
so, perfect. Yeah, and then we'll all be green in all sorts of ways, right?
Yeah, there you
Green
go.
outfits, green
But
beer.
that's why I want my green tonight, because it'll be on air doing St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, there it is.
Yes. So, was there any more
You got your green on, Tim?
Yeah.
Two.
Tim
I'm
got
trying to
his
remember
green.
what I was wearing.
And you got your green on.
Okay.
So we did it all on accident, look at that.
Daisy.
You got green pants on, Daisy.
Commissioner comments, I have to say this 3 times, right? Commissioner comments, Commissioner comments. Public comments, public comments, announcements. I have a couple. There's Earth things coming up.
Right.
So, of course, the Earth Month extravaganza here in Michigan City, which we just talked about, April 29th at Krieger Memorial from 12 to 4 Central Time. Porter County has their Northwest Indiana Earth Day celebration on Saturday, April 22nd, 2023. This is where I even had the idea to have a small version of that. It's great, have fun, there's vendors, I love this thing, you should go.
Where is it at?
It's at the the Porter County Fairgrounds,
Oh,
and if you go to Recycle Porter County Facebook or website, you can have the address. Oh, and I have the address right here too. It's at the Porter County Expo Center,
okay.
215 East Division Road, Valparaiso, 46383. Yeah, I highly recommend. And then there is another,
And that was Saturday, April 22nd.
yes, did I say the time? I'll go back. There it is, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then one more, World Water Day is coming up, and an event by Just Transition Northwest Indiana and Great Michigan City Green Clean and Monday Evenings Beach Cleanup are doing a beach cleanup on Sunday, March 26th at 1 p.m. Supplies will be provided, grabbers, gloves. I'm sure if you have your own gloves, bring them. Bring a bucket if you have it, but that will be provided. Volunteers of all ages are welcome. It's at Washington Park Beach. I don't think they're checking stickers yet. They usually don't yet. So I'm pretty sure it'll be free to get in. However, under all other circumstances that there's been a beach cleanup, if you say you're there to do the beach cleanup, they will let you in. So you should be clear with or without a sticker. Again, usually it's May when the stickers go up, but I don't quote me on that.
You're correct.
Is any questions on that one?
So it is Sunday, March 26th at 1 p.m.
Mm-hmm, at Washington Park Beach. I'd like to thank Just Transition and Great Michigan City Green Clean, Monday Evenings Beach Cleanup for providing all of the supplies and organizing this event and honoring World Water Day. It's important. We drink water and here we swim in it and all sorts of things, so yes.
That's perfect. Did you see the one with unsalted no sharks, the one they're doing?
Oh no, there's another one.
Yes, they're doing it for the same day, March 18th.
March 18th.
Yes,
Now, who is
and
this?
that, Unsalted No Sharks, it's a clothing brand, that's here in Michigan City. It's from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. They're gonna be providing coffee, drinks, and, clothing of theirs as well for doing it.
Oh, excellent. I just pulled up their Facebook page. It's on there.
Okay, one more time. What's the name of the group?
Unsalted No Sharks.
Okay. Unsheltered, right?
Unsalted.
Like
Yeah, like,
unsalted crackers, like.
Oh,
Yeah.
unsalted. My hearing, I need
That's
to
okay.
get a hearing aid. Unsalted,
No sharks.
no shirts.
Correct.
Like sharks, like,
Sharks, like baby shark.
Yeah.
yeah, we're safe. There's no sharks because it's not salt water. Isn't that clever? Right?
And what time was that?
10 a.m. to 12.
10.
10 a.m. to 12.
Oh, see, I had 8. See?
It's March 18th, so you're close.
The 8 and the, okay, 10 to 12.
That's wonderful to see.
Thank you.
Of course. Thanks for pointing that out, and we'll try to share those on our Facebook page too, all of the local events, and if anybody knows of an environmental event coming up, especially, April. I know it's not officially Earth Month, it's Earth Day, but we'll colloquially call it Earth Month, right? I think that's announcements. Any more announcements?
I have one.
Oh, yes.
Solar United Neighbors is having an Adding Battery Storage to Your Home event. It's a webinar, March 23rd at 8 p.m. So if you're thinking about adding battery storage to your solar power home, or just wanting to know before you go solar or anything, please join. Again, it's a webinar. You can go on to solarunitedneighbors.org/events. Friday, it's March 23rd at 8 Eastern. So that's different central time.
That's 7
7
Yeah,
Central.
there you guys go. All right.
Always need to clarify, right?
Absolutely.
Or for the locals, Chicago time or Michigan time.
Absolutely.
Any more announcements? Thank you for the announcements. Adjournment, would someone like to motion? Is that the motion to adjourn? Would like to motion?
I'll make a motion.
All right, thank you for your motion. Do we have a second?
A second.
All right, all in favor? Any opposed? No. We unanimously adjourn at 5:12 p.m.
Thank you.
Ever had a
We're gonna have